What's up, guys? I'm going to give you my own personal review on Ryse Son of Rome, an Xbox One exclusive.
Achieved with CryEngine.
I personally think a lot of the game magazines were a little bit too critical when it came to this game, giving it bad scores that I didn't think were necessarily true. It almost talked me out of buying the game, but I ended up buying it anyways to judge it on my own merits, and I'm glad I did, because I enjoyed the game a lot more than some of the ratings that they gave it for. So where we're going to start off here is multiplayer. I ended up doing solo. I normally play with my buddies. And I've actually spent a majority of my time in multiplayer because I actually enjoy it the most.
Welcome to this contest of honor and glory.
So first off, what I'm going to kind of talk about a little bit is the user interface. In multiplayer, it's really kind of cluttered. As you can see, all the things that are popping up on the sides and in the front, it's a little bit distracting. I think Crytek could have cleaned it up a little bit and not had so much going on. So in multiplayer, what happens is you'll have different challenges pop up while you're sitting there playing. So as you can see, I have to use the oil cauldrons to destroy the bunkers, or guys will keep coming at me. Then there will be times where you have to put the Wicker Man out because it's on fire, you know, kill the barbarian leaders, different stuff like that. So it always kind of keeps it a little bit fresh, so it's not just a non-stop killing fest. Kind of like horde mode. And like Gears of War, or there's another game like it, and I just can't remember at the moment. So the other things that I've kind of enjoyed that Crytek did with this game is when you first saw it at E3, when it came to the executions and the QuickTime events, they had the buttons up there. Like you had to push X or Y, and that was really distracting, and that almost even turned me off from the game. Because when you have beautiful games like Ryse, or even God of War, and you're in this big massive fight, it pulls away from all the action if you had to sit there and pay attention on the screen to some stupid button. So they did a wonderful thing by making the aura of the character glow the button that you're supposed to push. So the way the executions work is, as you've probably noticed, some of them will have white skulls pop up above them, and some of them will have red skulls. If they're the white skull, you can execute them instantly. If they have the red skull, you can only execute them when they are stunned. But you actually unlock more executions by way of either playing multiplayer or by playing single player. Now, if you do it with multiplayer, locking on executions, you gotta use your gold. And I suggest playing the single player so you can use Valor to do that instead of your gold, because that's how you get new weapons, is by gold. I've spent a majority of my time actually playing multiplayer, because I enjoy it the most over the single player. The single player is relatively short. I won't lie, I haven't finished it yet, but I've probably only played it for maybe about 2.5 hours on single player, and I'm already 45% through. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to pull away from multiplayer, and we're actually going to hop over into single player a little bit and kind of show you where things are at when it just comes to the single player. This is a little bit ways into the game, and I chose this part because it reminded me of the movie 13th Warrior. If you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, please go see it. It's a great movie. So I won't lie, the 300 styled slowed down executions kinda get really boring in single player, but they're actually quite nice in multiplayer because a lot can be happening and it kinda helps you gather your bearings, and sometimes it's really cool.
God's have mercy on us.
Well, my overall opinion for this game is I actually think it got a 7.9 in my own opinion out of 10. There are some issues, like the user interface is kind of messy, and there is some camera issues. Like when it's really close up, even in single player or multiplayer, it's kind of hard to see what's going on around you, and it doesn't pull out very well. I'd like to thank you for your time just watching this review. I'll be posting more videos in the future. If you have any questions, comments, things that can make my videos better, I'd be more than willing to listen to them. Not looking to start a console fanboy war here. I just enjoy video games. I hope you do too. Thank you for your time.